I got no time. In my mind, right? Money on my mind, got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mama about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money on.
Yo. What it do, man? What it do? Cali Dre in the motherfucking building, man. And this is the remix with Cali Dre. And we back, man. We back once again. It's been a whole lot of shit going on in the world, man, that I've been dying to talk to y'all about. So get the likes up, man. Get the comments up. Get the cash apps up. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all tap in with me. I'm going to tap in with y'all, man. I'm going to bring y'all this good news and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of stuff I want to get to. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the TikTok as well. At Cali.Dre. I think it's at Cali.Dre on the TikTok. The remix with Cali Dre on YouTube and Instagram. So tap in with me, man. But I got a whole bunch of good stories for y'all, man. So we're gonna really kind of jump right into this, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get right into this because I got a bunch of stuff I want to cover with y'all, man. There's been so much shit going on. I've been doing the research for the show, trying to put stuff together for y'all that I think is interesting, man. And I just, it's so much stuff. I can't even, you know what I'm saying? If I showed y'all, you know what I mean, my playlist, man, I got 300, 400 videos up there that I'm just like, oh, I want to, you know what I mean, hit the people with this right here, hit them with this right here. This might be good information. It's got to narrow it down, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of what I've been doing for the last few minutes here, but we're going to jump right into this, man. So where do I want to go with this, man? It's been so many things going on that it's really hard to keep track of, man, but I think I'm going to go right here, man. So we got a story out of Florida, man. First story we're going to bring up today. You know what I'm saying? Story out of Florida. It says thousands of dollars. Hey, just think if you was, you know what I'm saying, about to go handle you a little business for the day. You know what I mean? And you running your errands, you know, you hit the grocery store, probably go get a fresh cut or something, you know what I mean? And you pull up in the parking lot of the store and you going to the bank, you know what I'm saying? You got to run to the bank to get a little bread, you know what I mean? And so a whole bunch of money just laying on the ground, man. So money flew out the back of a motherfucking Brinks truck. So let's get to that first and foremost, man. And let's check in with this story right here because I thought this was kind of interesting, man. Hold on, let me remove that. Let me add that. Let's go.
Mayhem outside a local Wells Fargo bank. Witnesses say thousands of dollars were spread on the ground and in the air outside the building. And what could have been an opportunity for a quick cash grab turned into a moment of good faith. Witnesses say it looked like a movie scene, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look. Yesterday's winds brought more than cold air to an Escambia County bank off Fairfield Drive. Tuesday.
Look at all that money on the floor, man. Motherfuckers is just out there picking up money, man. Why can I never be the lucky motherfucker that walk into the parking lot and the Brinks truck just wide open, money flying all over the floor? Why can't I never be that goddamn lucky, bruh? It's always these motherfuckers, bruh. It ain't never me. And that's the problem I got with this whole shit, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. Money back spills at Pensacola Wells Fargo, man. Let's check in with this, man.
Afternoon, thousands of dollars came flying out of a Brinks truck.
It's just one of the last things you would expect to see.
Look, this motherfucker's outside.
Dollars came
About
flying
20,
out of
20
a Brinks
motherfuckers
truck.
outside
It's just
picking up money. Come
one of the
on,
last
man.
things you would expect to see at the bank.
Rodney A. tells me he was in the middle of a transaction when he noticed some commotion outside.
I look to my left, and there's gusts of wind that are just blowing clumps of the money across the parking lot.
No rubber bands
Gusts
or
of wind blowing clumps of money around the fucking parking lot, man. Why can't I be in that parking lot, bruh? That's what I was thinking. When I first seen this story, I'm like, damn. I'm sitting in the wrong. I'm rolling up. Nigga about to put one in the air in a parking lot. And I'm looking around, ain't no money in that motherfucker. I'm in the wrong fucking parking lot, bruh.
money bags in sight, just piles of $20 bills. Rodney later learned there was a Brinks truck behind the building. He says a gust of wind blew by the truck while the operator had his back turned. It only took a matter of seconds for the money to go flying.
I knew it wasn't my money, and I didn't want to see it blow away. It was literally just blowing like into the abyss.
That's when he jumped in to help collect the cash. He says he picked up $460 within a matter of minutes. He didn't pocket the money and
Fresh 460, man. A fresh Did she say he didn't pocket the money? Man, oh, a fresh 460? Oh, that's going all the way in the pocket, man. Put it in PIMP, man. Put it in my pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? All that.
pocket the money, instead returning the funds to the bank teller.
Thank you.
And Rodney wasn't alone. Eyewitness video showing more than a dozen bystanders lending an extra hand to collect the cash.
Made me feel good about the human spirit that everybody was contributing to helping out. I was surprised. There were people on bicycles, there was children, and there was all with the spirit of helping the guy out.
Rodney.
Let me have been in that motherfucker, okay? Let me have been in that motherfucking parking lot. And that'd have been about $400-500 show, man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, bro. I'd have slid up off the scene real quietly and real quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here, man.
Estimates upwards of $10,000 was spread throughout the.
Man, get the likes up. Get the Cash App set. Thousands of dollars spilled from a Brinks truck in Pensacola, Florida. We got going on here. Yeah, that story right there, that's out of control. You know what I'm saying? That's way out of control. I guess the people ended up giving the money back, man. So shout out to them people. You know what I mean? That's probably not the decision that I would have made in that situation. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's good to see that it's like, you know, good people out there that's gonna help out on the scene and all that, man. So, you know, salute to them people, man. Next story that I got for y'all: 3 men accused of trying to get a loan with stolen financials. Stolen financials. You gotta watch your information, man. If you ever had your information stolen, put it in the comments, man. Hey, that's a nerve-wracking type of experience, bro. And I definitely don't wish that on nobody, man. But yeah,
I got my money.
Let's see what this story is all about right here. It says 3 men accused of trying to get a loan with stolen financial info. I believe this is in Florida as well, man. Let's check in with this, man, and see what it looked like.
Tracker out of Sumner County. Gallatin police say that they discovered a crime ring taking out loans in the names of unsuspecting victims across Middle Tennessee. Welcome to News 2 at 4.
Oh, that's Tennessee.
I'm Ashman.
And I'm Tori
Tennessee,
Gessner.
man.
3 men are
Tennessee.
now under arrest. Our Andy Cordan has been following this investigation. He has that story you're seeing first on 2. Andy.
Hey there, ladies. You know, according to the Gallatin police, the men assumed the identities of at least 2 local people. They made fake IDs and applied for loans totaling thousands of dollars.
Face away from me. Walk back to the sound of my voice.
On December 30th, Gallatin police execute a sting operation at a local financial institution.
Keep walking.
Police quickly move in.
Any other passenger, make yourself known.
Taking down the 3 suspects.
So these are the 3 suspects right here that's responsible for trying to get along with a bunch of stolen information out there in Tennessee, man. Hey, if you in Tennessee, man, tap in with me. Jump in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is unbelievable right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, identity theft, that shit real. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers almost got me. You know what I mean? You know, it was I had a little incident, man, where I was trying to do some returns of some stuff to Amazon, and I ended up calling, you know, going to Google trying to find a number, and I ended up calling, you know, a number that was listed for Amazon. You know, and Indian dude, sounding dude, picks up the phone, and you know, he's kind of walk me through a return that I'm trying to do, and he ends up saying, "Hey, you know, yeah, we'll send you the return right now, through the Cash App." And I'm like, okay, well, shit, you know, Amazon, y'all work fast. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? That's why I fuck with y'all. Y'all work fast. So, you know, I ended up giving the dude the Cash App information to provide me with my entitled refund that I hadn't received for the shit that I returned back. And it was some technical difficulties going on. So, you know, what he told me was that he could actually remote in on my phone through a remote app that I had to download, and that he could actually facilitate the payment that way. And so I'm still, you know, not even really privy to the game at that point, right? I'm still kind of agreeing to it. I'm like, okay, you know, hey, okay, well, yeah, let's do it, man. We having these technical difficulties, and I need my bread. You know what I'm saying? It was about $300-$400, I believe. And so we proceed. You know what I'm saying? And as I download the app, you know, he chimes in, ping, you know what I'm saying? Your boy chimes in. And then at that point, he starts to take over. And I see him put the actual amount that was owed to me. He asked me, he was like, how much is it? I was giving him the exact amount. I was like, you know, about $400, something like that. Boom, he puts it in. But then he starts to go to the send button. And I said, whoa, brother, whoa. That's when I had to take control. He was heading towards the wrong direction. He was going toward the, you know what I'm saying, to receive the money from me. You know what I mean? And I needed the money to be sent to me. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing there. I immediately turned that shit off. Immediately before anything happened, got that off my phone first and foremost, cussed him the fuck out, and then proceeded to call another number that was listed for Amazon and cussed them the fuck out for the other motherfucker that tried to scam me. And it was some bullshit. Let's continue, man.
Simultaneously.
Hands up, Sivert. Turn around.
While police work outside to arrest 30-year-old Derek Matthews Jr.
Back.
and 29-year-old Kyle Griffin.
Face away from me.
Traquan Thomas, shown here at a loan officer's desk, is arrested inside the business, where
So
investigators say the 30-year-old was...
They caught bro mid-crime. You know what I'm saying? They caught him red-handed mid-crime at the loan officer desk, bro. Like, that's how you know. Hey, listen, 12 was on their job. The police was on their job in this case, because they caught Brett in mid-crime. You know what I'm saying? Mid-crime.
Derek Matthews Jr.
Back.
and 29-year-old Kyle Griffin.
Face away from me.
Traquan Thomas, shown here at a loan officer's desk, is arrested inside the business, where investigators say the 30-year-old was allegedly attempting to obtain a high-dollar loan using stolen financial information from unsuspecting Middle Tennesseans.
So we were alerted by a financial institution here in town that a loan had been.
Hey, if you in Tennessee, protect your motherfucking neck, man. In the words of the Wu-Tang, protect your motherfucking neck, man. Because, yeah, scammers is out there, man. Scams and schemes is going on at an all-time alarming motherfucking rate these days, man. Get the likes up, get the comments up, get the Cash Apps up, man.
Applied for online, and they had noticed that other loans had been applied for in the area as well.
Investigators tell News 2 it's still unclear how the men got the stolen financial information, telling me that the group drove to Middle Tennessee from Georgia.
Yeah, at this time, we're not sure how they actually got the information, but what they did is They were able to get their information, driver's license, and they were able to put their picture on the identification of the victims.
Once in Middle Tennessee, they allegedly tried unsuccessfully to take out fraudulent loans and.
How the fuck was they able to do that, bruh? Hey, listen, if y'all got, listen, y'all got any of these kind of plugs around, man, hit me in the back chat, you know what I mean? Keep it on the low, man. But these boys was they was playing high stakes, man. They was trying to get away with some high dollar shit, man.
Both Lebanon and Gallatin. According to Gallatin police, however, before coming to Sumner County, the trio was able to utilize fake loan documents to obtain thousands of dollars at a Nashville loan company. Told me that while they were kind of slick, they weren't kind of slick. Like they had a phone script. They wrote on their hand, "I am John Smith." I mean, that's kind of odd.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. These motherfuckers wrote their names on their hand before they went and did the whole lick. That can't be real, bro. Hold on. I know he didn't say that shit, bro. Hold on.
They weren't kind of slick. Like they had a phone script. They wrote on their hand, "I am John Smith." I mean, that's kind of odd.
Phone script on their hand before they went and ran the play? Before they tried to get off with thousands of dollars in stolen bread. They wrote the whole script on their hand. Damn. It sucks to go out that way, bro. I'm trying to tell you that's not the way you want to go out, man.
Yeah, they had their information in a few different ways so that they could study and be prepared whenever they went into the financial institution.
What's your message to guys that would come up and try to perpetrate up here?
Don't come out of town to Gallatin looking to make some money, because we are not going to allow that. We're going to get you.
So all three suspects, they are in the Sumner County Jail. Now, police say if you feel like you've been victimized by these men, please contact your local authorities.
Yeah. So, out of control, man. Hey, caught them dudes scamming out in Tennessee, man. You got to protect your neck out here, man. Watch your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna watch them for you, man. You got to watch them your motherfucking self, man. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust no accountant. Don't trust no lawyer. Don't trust your mama, your grandmama. Nigga, don't trust nobody around your bread. I'm trying to be real with you on that. I done seen the mightiest fall, man, and the people closest to you, you know what I'm saying, be dipping in your motherfucking stash. So, you know, you definitely got to protect your neck, man. Protect your assets and shit like that, man. But we finna move right along here, because I got a bunch of stuff that I want to cover, man. We gonna set up a motherfucking campground in Minneapolis, man. Don't even worry about it. We finna set up a campsite right in Minneapolis, man. But I want to tap in with a couple of other interesting stories that I seen today, man. This is a story, man, that's crazy, bro. It's a story. Actually, I got two stories that are unbelievable, really. One out of Las Vegas and one out of Houston, man. So let's check in with Las Vegas real quick, and let's see what's going on here, man. Prosecutors consider the death penalty in a 12-car pileup that killed 3 people. So let's check in with that, man, and see what that looked like, because the death penalty for a pileup, that's kind of interesting, man. Let's go.
The decision to even consider the death penalty shows just how serious prosecutors believe these allegations are. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson tells me this does not mean a final decision has been made, but it does trigger a formal review process reserved for the most severe murder cases.
There's a woman dead. Please help.
Body camera video captures the chaotic aftermath of a violent crash. Twisted metal, shattered glass, and first responders rushing to help victims.
So as y'all can see, man, the crash scene, very chaotic. Looks like it was definitely a major crash that took place. And the prosecutors are considering the death penalty for this 12-car pileup that 3 people got killed in.
Body camera video captures the chaotic aftermath of a violent crash. Twisted metal, shattered glass, and first responders rushing to help victims.
Whoa. damn, did y'all see that? That was the crash. Oh, damn, they got the whole video of the crash. Okay, hold on. That's unbelievable. Whoa. I didn't watch this whole video. I did, so yeah, I'm kind of seeing this for the first time with y'all. Whoa. That was out of control.
And first responders rushing to help victims.
So this is the car right here. If you guys can see, that's the car right there. I think you can see it kind of catch on flames. This is the car like right here. And I think you can see it ignite. Oh, wow.
The scene unfolding along West Cheyenne Avenue near North Jones Boulevard on the afternoon of November 18th.
That's the driver. He just got minor lacerations. His name's Jose.
Authorities say 19-year-old Jose Gutierrez slammed into a line of cars stopped at a red light, accelerating as he approached and reaching speeds of nearly 110 miles per hour before impact.
So it says he reached speeds of 110 miles an hour before impact. That is unbelievable.
The line
man.
of cars stopped at a red light.
He was going 110 miles an hour. And this is pretty heavy. I mean, this is not heavy traffic, but I mean, it's decent enough to where you don't want to be doing 110 pushing into this. Like, that don't make no motherfucking sense right there, man.
Accelerating as he approached and reaching speeds of nearly 110 miles per hour before impact.
Sir, can you wake up?
3 people were killed. Gutierrez's pregnant girlfriend, Adeline Duran Rincon, and another driver, Edward Garcia, died at the scene.
So that's the car. I think that's the car that he initially hit the first time. Look at he tore the back off that motherfucker right there, bro. Coming in at 110. Oh, yeah. He done bent the back tire. The whole back of that motherfucker smashed up, bro. And that's what going into traffic at 110 miles an hour will get you right there.
Garcia died at the scene.
On the other side, you guys gotta get the
off-duty P number. She's still alive.
A third victim, Vanessa Lainez Vasquez, spent weeks in a medically induced coma before dying from her injuries earlier this month.
We are prepared to waive speedy trial rights today.
Gutierrez is now facing murder.
I want to say rest in peace to the people that lost their life in this situation, because this is definitely a tragic situation, man. And prayers to the families that was affected by this.
Prepared to waive speedy trial rights today.
Gutierrez is now facing murder charges, and on Wednesday, his attorney told a judge prosecutors will be reviewing the case for the death penalty.
If a murder case has the potential to have an aggravating circumstance as part of the facts, then the case will go before our death penalty review committee.
District Attorney Steve Wolfson says that committee includes senior homicide prosecutors and even the defense.
We also invite the defendant's lawyer to come and present us with whatever information they would like. After this meeting, a decision is made.
In this case, the defense has suggested the crash may have been caused by Gutierrez suffering a seizure while driving, but prosecutors say they believe the actions were intentional.
Okay, so it seems like it's a little bit inconclusive as to what the actual cause of the accident was. The facts are he was going about 110 and he smashed into traffic. And if you looked at that traffic, it didn't really make logical sense of why somebody would have been speeding at that speed on a street like that anyway, man. So maybe it was, a medical condition that caused this crash. But it seems like the prosecution and law enforcement are saying that they don't buy that.
Wolfson emphasized that while many murder cases go through this review, most do not result in a death penalty filing.
Many murder cases that have the potential for an aggravating circumstance go before the committee, but most of the time we decide not to file.
That car is total. And that whole scene is tragic right there, man.
And because that review is scheduled for Tuesday, Gutierrez's arraignment has been pushed back to January 6th. His attorney says he plans to.
So they considering the death penalty for that situation. I just want to say, prayers out to the families that was affected, man. And I've to get the death penalty for a car crash, something of that magnitude. I mean, if it was a medical condition, I really don't see it going that way for real. But if it wasn't a medical condition, and it was some other type of condition of intoxication or just negligence, man. Oh yeah, he out of there. He out of there. So yeah, definitely gonna stay checking in with that, man. Let's see. It was another story that I want to get to, man, before we set up shop in Minnesota, man. It was another story that caught my attention today. Says Florida sex offender lured 11-year-old to campsite, tied him up for days, deputies say, and tortured him. So let's present this and see what this story was all about, man. So Florida sex offender lured 11-year-old to campsite, tied him up for days, and tortured him. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable, man. Get the likes up, get the cash apps up, get the comments up. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man.
With a sex offender in Flagler County. Child said they were kidnapped and they needed help.
Man, y'all can't even see the video. My bad. Let me run this back. Get the likes up.
And we continue to follow breaking news on a missing child found with a sex offender in Flagler County.
Child said that they were kidnapped and they needed help, and they were in fear they were going to be killed that night.
Channel 9 has exclusive details on how deputies say the boy was lured, tied up, and drugged for days. Now we have breaking new details in that kidnapping case that led to this chase in Flagler County. Good evening, I'm Carl Willis.
So in Florida, man, Flagler County, Florida. Put it in my comments, man, if y'all know where Flagler County, Florida is, man. I ain't got no motherfucking clue, man. But if you from the Florida area, man, let me know. Is that north, south, east, west? Where the fuck Flagler County at, man? It's going down wherever the fuck Flagler County at, man. Obviously.
And drugged for days. Now we have breaking new details in that kidnapping case that led to this chase in Flagler County. Good evening, I'm Carl Willis. In just the last 45 minutes, only Channel 9 spoke to the Flagler County Chief Deputy, who says they were able to rescue an 11-year-old boy on New Year's Eve, all thanks to a tip that likely saved the child's life. Channel 9's Demi Johnson is live in Flagler County, and Demi, the child told deputies he thought he was going to die.
And again, Carl, that child just 11 years old. He told deputies he was tied up, his mouth taped shut. He was drugged and given alcohol by a registered sex offender. His name is.
Wow. Now that is unbelievable, bro. Here, I got to run that back. I can't even believe all that shit happened to this little kid, man.
11 years old. He told deputies he was tied up, his mouth taped shut. He was drugged and given alcohol by a registered sex offender. His name is Darnell Harrison. He's 60 years old. Here's a video of the traffic stop where Harrison was caught.
Darnell Harrison, you are the loser of the fucking day, bro. You are the loser of the fucking day. That's a fact.
Video of the traffic stop where Harrison was caught with the 11-year-old missing child and another 15-year-old in the car. The video shows Harrison.
So Harrison had an 11-year-old and he had a 15-year-old in the car with him when he got caught. Unfucking believable, bro.
Year-old missing child and another 15-year-old in the car. The video shows Harrison running from deputies and eventually trying to grab one of their guns. At the same time, the other minor, the 15-year-old, got in the truck, got in the driver's seat and sped off, almost running over a deputy. A chase.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. So the perpetrator tries to run and grab the officer's gun. Meanwhile, one of the, I don't know if it's a victim, the 15-year-old hops in the whip, damn near hits the officer, speeds the fuck up out of there. Unbelievable, man.
In the car. The video shows Harrison running from deputies and eventually trying to grab one of their guns. At the same time, the other minor, the 15-year-old, got in the truck, got in the driver's seat and sped off, almost running over a deputy. A chase then began, and video shows the teen driver ram into a patrol car before crashing. The sheriff's office says all of this started because a neighbor reported seeing Harrison with kids in his truck.
The biggest thing, the person who called this in was familiar and recognized the person as a sex offender, recognized two teens in the car, and recognize that one was reported missing. So, I mean, see something.
Listen, the chances of that, man, is definitely very slim. So the person that recognized the sex offender and recognized the missing kids, I mean, that's unbelievable, man. That's you know, the rarity of that happening is very rare. So, you know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta, you know, thank the higher powers, thank God for the you know the speed and the recognition of the person that was able to identify, you know, this sex offender and what he had going on with these kids, man.
Was familiar and recognized the person as a sex offender, recognized 2 teens in the car, and recognized that one was reported missing. So, I mean, see something, say something. I mean, I mean, who knows? The kid even said that he'd probably be dead that night. So he potentially saved this kid's life.
And Hairston's new charges include kidnapping a minor under 13 while armed with a deadly weapon, aggravated child abuse, battery by strangulation, robbery with a deadly weapon. The other juvenile who was with Hairston so far is not cooperating with law enforcement. Deputies tell me they're not sure if that 15-year-old helped lure the 11-year-old or how he knew Hairston or what his involvement at all is in this case, but he
Right. That was kind of my initial question. Is the 15-year-old an accomplice or is it a victim? So that's definitely gonna have to get fleshed out. It's gonna have to get more clarity, you know. They're gonna have to get more clarity on that situation as well. And you know, what's the status of the 15-year-old? Because as the whole tussle was going on, the 15-year-old tried to hop in the whip and get up out of there. You know what I mean? Like if we rerun the video a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The 15-year-old is over here trying to get in the car as the whole thing and
Save the child's life.
right.
Channel 9's Demi Johnson is live in Flagler
So,
County. And Demi,
we kind of already have that part of the story. We know what the 15-year-old was doing, but was that out of fear? Was that out of guilt? Was that out, you know, trying to escape, you know, the situation of what was going on? You know, that they had an 11-year-old tied up, drugged up, and tortured up. what they said. So, yeah, that's unbelievable, man. The world is definitely, you know what I'm saying, looking at some dark times right now with some of these stories that I cover, man. It's so many stories and so much information out there, so many scenarios, so much shit going on to talk about, man. It's just like, bruh, I have to really narrow this shit down. Like it's just so much, you know, so much activities going on in this motherfucking world, man. This shit is crazy, man. But this story right here definitely caught my attention, man, and I wanted to bring it to the people, man. Let's tap in a little bit more with this and see where it's going. Get the likes up, cash apps up. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man.
New charges include kidnapping a minor under 13 while armed with a deadly weapon, aggravated child abuse, battery by strangulation, robbery with a deadly weapon. The other juvenile who was with Hairston so far is not cooperating with law enforcement. Deputies tell me they're not sure if that 15-year-old helped lure the 11-year-old or how he knew Hairston or what his involvement at all is in this case, but he has also been arrested. Hairston is cooperating with detectives. They told me that he did an 11-hour interview with them and admitted to all of this. Live in Flagler.
So Hairston, the perpetrator, he's cooperating, but the 15-year-old ain't cooperating. I mean, I think that says something right there in itself, right? You know, the 15-year-old's looking a little bit more like a perpetrator and like an accomplice, man, than a victim at this point. But we definitely gonna keep following this story as well, man, and see where it goes. I just thought that was, you know, another interesting story that's going on out there in the world, man, that I could bring to the people. You know, that's one of the things that I'm trying to do with this platform is just bring y'all good information, good content, but also good news, good stories, good entertainment as well. And so, you know, this definitely falls into those categories, man. And I definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. Everybody that sent me comments and messages from shit all from America, all across the nation, man, and different countries and shit. People rocking with the content, so I appreciate it, man. And for the haters that ain't rocking with the comment, you know what I'm saying, with the content, please feel free to hate on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Please feel free to hate on me. I put it on the bottom, and it's on the ticker for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's scrolling for y'all. You know what I mean? Please feel free to hate on me. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it going, man. And we're gonna keep it going here. Let me see what else I got for y'all, man. I think it might be about that time, man. Actually, nah, it was one more. It's one more story that I wanted to cover. Actually, it's a couple more stories, but it's one more story that I think I'm gonna cover for y'all today before we set up shop in Minneapolis and check in what's going on out there. It's one more story I wanted to get to y'all attention, man. So it says judge delivers a death sentence in the Wade Wilson murder case. Right? Actually, is that the video I wanted to show? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Get the likes up. Get the Cash Apps up. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to continue this. Actually, yeah. Let's run this one right here. So, Wade Wilson. Judge is going to deliver the death sentence in the Wade Wilson murder case. Wade Wilson is convicted of murder, I believe strangulation of 2 women. So let's check in with this, man, and see what this is all about here.
All right, let the record reflect that State's President, Defense Counsel, and the defendant are all present. We're here for sentencing. Was there anything else that the court needed to address prior to sentencing?
No. No.
All right.
So this is Wade Wilson. About to get this death sentence. That's what it looked like. But the reason why this story
reflected State's President, Defense Counsel.
The reason why I wanted to bring this story to the attention of the people, man, is because the backstory on this is that there's been a lot of women in this country that have taken a liking to Wade Wilson for some odd reason, man. And ladies, y'all gotta cut this shit out, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Y'all gotta cut this shit out, man. This motherfucker about to get the death penalty, kill 2 women, and he got thousands and thousands of love letters in his inbox. Where's that shit gonna go? Like, where you gonna go with that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be fucking smarter out here, bro. Ladies, this is to y'all. Y'all gotta be fucking smarter about this shit, bro. Let's continue, bro.
Are all present. We're here for sentencing. Was there anything else that the court needed to address prior to sentencing?
No. No.
All right. So I have considered all of the testimony and evidence, arguments of counsel, applicable case law, and statutes. I have prepared a written sentencing order, which I'll file contemporaneously with the pronouncement of the sentence here today. I also have copies for the state and defense, which I'll hand out once I conclude. So in the state of Florida versus Wade Stephen Wilson, case number 19 CF 568, the court will read aloud the portion of the sentencing order related to the sentencing circumstances and proportionality. In evaluating the aggravating and mitigating factors, the court does not engage in a mere counting procedure, but instead makes a reasoned judgment based on the totality of the circumstances. In reaching this decision, the court is mindful that because death, he decided that he would murder another person. Montanez managed to flee from the defendant.
Y'all can't even hear what the fuck I'm saying. You can look at his face, man, and see that he got motherfucking murder on his mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can look at his face and see that he didn't kill. You know what I'm saying? He got the swastika tattoo, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? What is this, like some skeleton type shit going on, man? This motherfucker a killer. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This motherfucker a killer. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, this shit ain't looking good for old Wade Wilson, man. I was trying to find another clip of this that actually gives you guys a little bit better of a backstory to what's going on. But basically, Wade Wilson killed 2 women by strangulation, and they about to sentence his ass to death, man.
He fled the scene and drove back to Cape Coral, where he decided that he would murder another person. He saw Diane Ruiz walking to work and pulled over, pretending to ask for directions. She got into the car to provide directions, but the defendant strangled her when she tried to exit. He then drove to an empty lot, strangling her into unconsciousness at least one additional time on the way there. When she tried to flee from the car, he drove over her at least one time, inflicting mortal injuries to her spine, ribs, and neck.
So not only did he strangle her, he ran her ass over with the car, bruh. Like, yeah, they finna get his ass out of there.
In great weight to the advisory verdict of the jury, who recommended that the death penalty be imposed by a vote of 9-3 on count 1 for the murder of Christine Melton and a vote of 10-2 on count 4 for the murder of Diane Ruiz.
Yeah. So as y'all can see, old Wade Wilson ass is out of there, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He out of there. Killed 2 women, strangled one, ran one over with a car. I mean, he did about as much foul shit as you could do to a motherfucker, man. And they caught up with his ass. I'm going to tap back in with the story a little bit later. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of that, man. But it's a whole backstory to this. He got all interrogation tapes. It's all kind of shit going on with old Wade Wilson, man, and leading up to these 2 murders.
The court recognizes that there is no mathematical formula for considering the aggravating and mitigating factors. It is not enough to weigh the number of
Absolutely no contact with the victim's family.
There'll be no contact order. Are there any other matters to present to the court?
Briefly, Judge, the state would be seeking.
Actually, I wanted to try to see
At the same time,
where
all
they're reading out the
statutorily
actual
mandated
verdict.
fines, fees, and costs as announced on the record or
I think this is
imposed.
where he's reading out
Count
the
3,
verdict.
battery.
There we
Wade
go.
Stephen Wilson be sentenced as follows. Count 1, first-degree murder of Christine Melton. The defendant is hereby sentenced to death. Count 2, grand theft of a motor vehicle. The defendant is sentenced to 5 years imprisonment in the Florida Department of Corrections. Count 3, battery. The defendant is hereby sentenced to 364 days in the Lee County Jail. Count 4, first-degree murder of Diane Ruiz. The defendant is hereby sentenced to death. Count 5, the burglary of a dwelling. The defendant is hereby sentenced to 15 years imprisonment in the Florida Department.
Look at his face, man. He unfazed by this shit, bruh. He a motherfucking killer, bruh. This is a real motherfucking killer right here, bruh. He is unfazed by this shit, bro. They gave him 2 death verdicts. I mean, he ain't blinked a motherfucking eye at this shit, bro. He ain't blinked an eye at this shit.
Department of Corrections. Count 6, petty theft. The defendant is hereby sentenced to 364 days in Lee County Jail. The defendant is given credit for all time served on this case on all counts. All counts are to run concurrent with each other, meaning at the same time. All statutorily mandated fines, fees, and costs as announced on the record are imposed. And the defendant is committed to the custody of the Department of Corrections for execution.
All right, that's enough of that, man. Y'all see what the fuck happened to old Wade Wilson, man. His ass is out of there, bruh. He out of there. I'm gonna catch back up with this story too, man, and just show y'all the interrogation tapes. And it's a whole bunch of like spooky, goofy type shit that old Wade Wilson was into, man, leading up to these murders. But they convicted his ass, and he out of there. You know what I'm saying? So now I think it's time, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We done wasted enough time going around the world a little bit, going around the country a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now we finna get to the main thing, man. We finna get to the main thing. It was a ICE-related shooting today in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If I'm not mistaken, that's also where the incident happened to George Floyd. And I want to show y'all a little bit of this video, man, of what took place today in Minneapolis. And man, some of this is graphic, man. Viewer discretion is advised on some of this shit because yeah, it's a little hard to watch, man. It's a little hard to watch. But there was an ICE-related shooting today. A woman was shot in Minneapolis, Minnesota today, and by the ICE agents that were on the scene for I think it's I don't even really know if they know why people were where the ICE agents were on the scene, but the ICE agents on the scene, and a woman ends up losing her life, man, because of this. So let's tap in with a little bit of this. We finna set up shop right here in Minnesota for a minute, man. Minneapolis, and we finna figure out what the fuck is going on with the ICE and why they dumping that American citizens, man. Get the likes up, get the cash apps up. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Let's go.
Shooting. This now, the first time that we're really hearing some more details from law enforcement.
Yeah, we know that the call was made maybe about 10 o'clock this morning, so just about 3 hours or so ago. In that press conference, we did get some more information about this woman who was, we know, at this point shot and killed by ICE agents. We have learned that she is a 37-year-old white woman. She appeared to be in the vehicle alone, is what the police chief said, but the spouse has made it to the hospital. But we probably should take you back just a little bit about just some of the chain of events that have happened now that we have some of that information confirmed.
And interestingly, we really still haven't learned what the initial call was, why ICE was there in the first place, who they may have been looking for. But we know that while ICE agents were there, according to Mayor Fry, there were about a dozen or so plus agents there, and that, you know, we've seen there's some video out there. We're actually going to be showing it to you here shortly, so you can see for yourself. But
so there were a dozen or so agents out there. A woman shot by ICE agents today, and it was real tragic, man. A 37-year-old woman lost her life, American citizen. It's still very unclear as to why ICE was on the scene in the first place or what they were targeting in the first place. But it ended in total chaos today, man.
In the course of, of them looking for somebody, people started to gather, crowd started to gather, more law enforcement shows up. And I'm not exactly sure at what point the incident happened with the woman in the vehicle, but we know that there was a woman in the vehicle, and according to again, you'll see the video for yourself and you can kind of watch. There are two narratives here, one from the Trump administration, which we'll read to you in a second, and then one we just heard from local law enforcement. Okay, and Ryan's telling me that we are actually ready to show the video. So before we layer too much context here, why don't we just let you watch this? But we're going to do this in a very sort of deliberate way. Let people know that this is video we're showing for the first time. You're not going to see it a lot on our air because we want to make sure that when we're showing it, we're doing it with a purpose. So there's no audio here as well.
All right, lady,
come
on, man.
This
Get to the
sort
video,
of play out.
man.
So
Listen,
just to those who may not
see
the vehicle,
prep it because it is hard to watch, man. But
this.
we finna get right to it, man. Let's go.
You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know
Okay, so immediately, man, the agents walk up. You know, they pull up, I guess, in the pickup truck. It looks like the lady's car is already kind of in the middle of the street. So I don't know. I mean, the ICE vehicle also doesn't look like it's a marked vehicle. So let's see what else is going on here.
There, that's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved.
So that's where the shooting takes place, right there. As the ICE agents pull up, they jump out of their, was that a Silverado or a Tundra? And they approach the lady's vehicle. Now, her car is in the middle of the street, so, you know, I don't know why they would have jumped out on her like that. But they obviously jumped out.
To be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So
as the first officer, he immediately rushes to the car and starts grabbing at the driver's side door. There's also a white truck here. I don't know, whose truck is that or why that truck's parked, but it's also, halfway in the middle of the road. And so why they would target this lady and her car being in the middle of the road, I mean, it looks like it's two cars in the middle of the road to me. But okay, let's continue the video.
Agent walking up.
So she's backing up. As you can see, she's trying to put it in reverse. As the ICE agent is kind of has his hand on her vehicle. There is another ICE agent here in the front. As you can see behind this ICE agent with the mask on, there's it looks like another masked agent slightly in front of him and the corner of the car.
And then there's another agent. I don't.
Okay, so I just want to rewind it. So as
walking up,
she's reversing, this officer in front of the car seems to be drawing his weapon. So let me yeah, and he's drawing his weapon. So the first shot, it looks like, is discharged as the vehicle is turning away from the officer, it looks like to me. Now, vehicles can be used as weapons, and if it is used as a deadly weapon, if that is the diagnosis, then that would definitely lend a lot of credibility towards the officer's version of the story and the Trump administration's version of the story. But I still got a lot of questions as to the intent here. I mean, her intent, it seemed to me, was to get away from the officers. And so I think she successfully accomplished that. If you look at the video, you can see the ICE agent that actually ends up pulling the trigger moves out of the way of the vehicle and still continues the fire. So he was able to successfully get away from the vehicle.
Reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
So one thing that, wow, that's a sad story, man. Prayers up to her family, man, and her loved ones and the people that had to watch this video, man, because this is very tough to watch right here.
Reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front.
And as you can see down here, her car crashes into this white vehicle here. So it looks like after the shooting, her car crashed.
The pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah. So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know.
Right. This one doesn't have the audio. Let me see here. So let's try to find one that has the audio, because I actually want to hear what is being said as this altercation happens, man. Minneapolis, Minnesota, a woman is shot today by ICE agents. It's a sad story. Let's see what some of this video looks like. Let's see what some of this video looks like. Get the likes up. Get the cash apps up. Let's check in, man, Minnesota, and see what some of this video looks like here. What's that one? No, it's not that one. Give me 1 second. So I want to see if I can find a video that has the actual sound to it.
An agent tries to pull the door handle. You can see that part. The driver that puts the car in. The U.S. immigration law, but President stressing this agent.
Give me 1 second, huh? Get the likes up.
The incident was filmed by those on the scene. Here, ICE officers aggressively approach a maroon SUV.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a video that has the actual sound to it, man. Let's see what this one looks like here.
Minneapolis is the latest U.S. city to erupt after the Trump administration launched what it called the largest
Get the likes up.
Carried out. Protesters were already on edge as immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business.
Waltz labour raids. Correspondent Nada Tort has images which you may find distressing.
Video shows ICE immigration officers shooting dead
Minneapolis is the
driver in
latest U.S. city to erupt after the Trump administration launched what it called the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out. Protesters were already on edge as immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business areas. Then on Wednesday, the crackdown turned deadly after an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman. The incident was,
as you guys can see, so there was already, it looks like there was already a protest going on as well. I don't know why these ICE agents, I mean, were the ICE agents, somebody put in the comments and let me know, was the ICE agents out there to arrest somebody, or were they looking for somebody, or why were they in the area anyway? Why is this protest going on in the first place? That's kind of another question that I have as well.
Minneapolis is the latest U.S. city to erupt after the Trump administration launched what it called the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out. Protesters were already on edge as immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business areas.
So ICE
Then
is out
on
here
Wednesday,
spraying tear gas on protesters already. So what escalated this whole initial chaotic event? Is this before or is
edge
this
as
after?
immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business areas. Then on Wednesday, the crackdown turned deadly after an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman.
So it seems like there was protests
The incident
going
was
on prior
filmed by
to the
those
event,
on the
and then the
scene.
woman got shot and killed.
Here,
If that's
ICE
correct, put it in the
officers
comments and let me
aggressively
know.
approach a maroon SUV blocking the residential street, ordering the woman inside to get out of her vehicle before trying to open the door. She tries to drive away, but another agent opens fire. 3 shots are heard, and the vehicle loses control and crashes. Witnesses react in shock and anger.
Dude, you shot her! I'm trying to help! No!
You know, they
Wow. So the protesters are out there on the scene, and they're trying to assist the woman who was shot, and the ICE agents. It didn't seem like the ICE agents were trying to allow them to do that.
The Homeland Security Secretary, an enthusiastic enforcer of the president's immigration raids, accused the woman of an act of domestic terrorism.
So the Trump administration accused the deceased woman of terrorism as she was trying to leave the scene of ICE agents storming her car. And this is an American citizen. This woman was. She was an American citizen. Still unclear as to why the ICE agents were there in the first place. So that'll be interesting to get an answer to that question. But this is why militarizing our cities is not a good idea. And this is why Trump's immigration policy is not a good idea. Listen, in 11 months, we've chased around every type of immigrant that you could find under this Trump administration. That's been his goal, that's been his plan, that's what he has done. But let me know in the comments, has it been easier for you to find a job? Has it been easier for you to, acquire the type of lifestyle that you want because the so-called immigrants are being rounded up and not here? Or is it easier for you to make money wherever you're living at? Is it easier? Are your gas price are your gas and food prices going down because of this? So to me, if the governors and the mayors of these cities are not asking for assistance, I think they should have the autonomy to run their enforcement structure as they, according to, whatever laws that they're following, right? In whatever jurisdictions that they're in. A forced federal presence to me is grandstanding. I'm gonna be honest with you. And it's it's if you're a student of history, man, and you understand what some of the historical significance of the moves that this administration makes, you will. There's a direct correlation to a lot of the tactics and strategies that figures like Adolf Hitler and Mussolini and Joseph Stalin have used, and similarities to this current MAGA administration. Uh, you know, both Hitler and Trump led with a deportation type of immigration policy. The term "Make America Great Again," interestingly enough, was used in the 80s by Ronald Reagan as well, but also once was "Make Germany Great Again," from my understanding and my research. Let me know in the comments if that's wrong, but from my research, it's pretty accurate. So, and then, fast forward to election day, right? You got Elon Musk, the Tesla tool, you know what I mean? Elon Musk throwing up a Nazi sign at the White House celebration, at the White House, at the People's House. So the infiltration of that ideology in our politics and in our country, and Trump's escalation of pretty much every goddamn thing, as far as putting ICE agents on the ground, putting the National Guard in cities, and trying to do a heavy-handed enforcement, while simultaneously, mind you, pardoning drug dealers, drug kingpins, fraudsters, to the tune of over $1 billion of restitution that he wiped away with these current round of pardons. You gotta ask yourself, man, what's the end goal? What's the overall play? But all I know is that when you have untrained officers out in the field, when you have officers that are not regularly used to dealing with the civilian population, accidents like this happen. And incidents like this happen. Because I'm not gonna say it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. The officer drew his gun out and he fired, and that wasn't an accident. So let's hear what the administration has to say on this.
What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted.
So we all just watched a little bit of the tape, and we're going to watch a little bit more of the tape, man. We finna set up shop here in Minneapolis, man, get some as many angles as we can. I would like to find a video that has some audio, but you guys seen the video. Is the statement that she just uttered out, is that accurate? Right? Let me play that back a little bit. Get the likes up. Get the comments and get the cash apps up. And to them TikTok warriors, bring it on. 'Cause you motherfuckers, y'all don't know who y'all fucking with, man. Y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. Hey, yeah, keep them comments coming, baby. Hey, read the bottom of this shit. Please feel free to hate on me, man. Please feel free to hate on me, man.
Stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted.
Was that an accurate assessment? The woman attempted to ram them with her vehicle, and is that what y'all saw? Put it in the comments for me if that's what you saw.
Surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them.
The woman attacked them. Is that what you guys saw in that video? The woman who is deceased, who was shot in the head and crashed in Minneapolis. Is that what y'all saw? Is did she attack the officers? Let me play that back, because words matter, and this is a part of the reason I launched this channel. It is because I'm able to pick up on things that, you know, other people sometimes aren't, as far as wordsmithing and word salads and bamboozling and pulling the wool over people's eyes and spinning and misinformation. I'm pretty good at, you know, filtering all that out and just getting straight to the real shit. And so in this case, this is an example of that. Let's listen to what Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, let's listen to her version of events.
Of domestic terrorism.
What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minnesota.
They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather in Minnesota. She got one part of that right. Believe it or not, she got one part of that right. There was adverse weather in Minnesota. She got that right. That's about the only damn thing she got right.
Minneapolis, they were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted.
The woman attempted to run them over and ram them with their vehicle after she attacked them. Is that what y'all heard? That's what I heard. But what I heard don't add up to what I saw in that video. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. All you MAGA TikTokers sending me comments and shit all day. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. In the words of the great Bernie Mac, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Let's go.
They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him.
Minneapolis's Democratic mayor.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the mayor's comments as well. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Let's do that now, man. Let's hear from the mayor, man, because I think he had a very interesting perspective and a very interesting press conference regarding this situation, man. Get the likes up, get the cash apps up, keep the support going for me, man. I appreciate all y'all that's been subscribing to the TikTok, to the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe on Instagram, you know what I mean? You can catch me here, you can catch me there, you can catch me everywhere, man. I'm gonna be here, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be here. I ain't going no motherfucking where, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we got here, man. I want to tap in with the mayor, man. He gave a few statements today regarding how he felt about this whole damn situation. And you know, the mayor wasn't fucking around, man. The mayor didn't mince words at all. You feel me? At all. You know what I'm saying? And so, shit. I mean, he the mayor, you know what I mean? He got the right to stand on what he stand on, man. And the mayor ain't standing for no bullshit today, man. Let's tap in with the mayor, man, of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and find out what he got to say about this whole situation, man.
Is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE. We've dreaded this moment since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. Not only is this a concern that we've had internally, we've been talking about it. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. Today, quite literally killed somebody. Rest in peace to the lady that lost her life today, man. I'm not trying to make light of this situation at all, but you know, it takes situations like this to really examine the decisions we making and why we doing some of the shit that we doing. You know what I mean?
So they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense.
Yeah, they most definitely trying to spin this shit as an action of self-defense. We just listened to Christy Nomass up there tell a whole different story that didn't sound like the story that I watched on the video. And so, again, words matter, man. You know what I mean? And the devil is in the details, as they say, when you're dealing with contracts and money and legalese. You know what I'm saying? The devil is always in the details, man. And words matter. And so the narrative that the administration is running with is not lined up with the video that I watched. And I'll just say that.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly.
But if y'all disagree, let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Let me know. And I know y'all is. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. Let's go.
That is bullshit.
Oh, that's that's the mayor. That's the mayor. Prime time. The mayor ain't going for this shit, bro. The mayor is not going for this shit.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly. That is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying.
Now, when we watched the administration's version and you hear the mayor's version, you guys let me know in the comments, which version of this story are y'all rocking with? Are y'all rocking with the mayor's version of the story? Are y'all rocking with the administration's version of the story? Or y'all rocking with the video and what you saw in the video? Let me know in the comments what you seen in the video, and if you like fuck the mayor and fuck the administration, this is what I saw. Shit, let me know.
This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying.
Here, let's hear that one more time, because I definitely want the people to hear what the mayor is saying on this day.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly. That is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying.
An agent, a federal agent, recklessly using power. Say it ain't so.
The video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly. That is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. As soon as it happened and we learned of the incident, we had several priorities. The first, of course, was to get the victim to the hospital and to get care as soon as possible. And to the family, I'm so deeply sorry. There's nothing that I can say right now that's going to make you or your relatives or the friends of the victim feel any better. There were, I believe, 2 Minneapolis police officers that responded and were in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The second was to get ICE off of the scene.
This is the mayor of
There
Minneapolis.
were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time.
Hold on, I want to run that back real quick.
Having of the
How
scene.
many people did he say was on the scene?
There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time.
Dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers on the scene at the time. and only one felt threatened enough to draw his weapon on this this poor deceased woman. Get the lights up, man.
Having them there was only causing more chaos. Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whoa. The mayor did not mince motherfucking words, man. The mayor made it perfectly clear how he feel about ICE.
City, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Oh, shit. Hey, don't be surprised if I turn that into a motherfucking drop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put in the comments if y'all want me to turn that shit into a drop right there. Hey, oh, bruh, that shit brought the biggest smile to my face when he said that. Let me hear that shit one more time. You know what I'm saying?
And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I want to see what the sign lady, what is the sign lady signing when he says this shit? Pay attention to the sign lady. And how do I say get the fuck out of Minneapolis in sign language? Let's figure it out.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
That's how you say get the fuck out of Minneapolis in sign language? Hold on.
For our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
Okay. So the mayor is not fucking around, right? The mayor ain't missing words. The mayor is not, you know, he telling it like it is, man. He telling it like it need to be. And he's basically saying, hey, get the fuck out of my city. How many of y'all agree with that, man? Put it in the comments if y'all agree with the mayor, or do y'all agree with the administration as far as what happened here in Minneapolis today, man? Because this was a tragedy and it didn't have to happen. And you know, I think there definitely needs to be some scrutiny. Now, will there be? Who knows, right? Now, Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think that is the place that George Floyd ended up losing his life, and there was some justice, you know, found in that case. This is a totally different case, of course, you know what I mean? But same city, you know. So I think Minnesota has proven that, you know, they can definitely handle a case of this magnitude, because this is going to be big, man. There's been protests in a lot of different cities today. And yeah, let's check out. Let's see if I can find some more video, man, because I want to find a video that actually has the sound to it, man. Let me see. Get the likes up. Get the cash apps up. Everybody's kind of giving their breakdowns, giving their narratives. I just want to see a raw video that got a little sound to it, man, and see if we can capture some of what happened, man. Here, let's check this video out right here. Got my money in my mind. Look, my bad. I done threw the outro up in this motherfucker. I ain't gone yet. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all break in a minute, man. We gotta break down some more of this Minnesota shit, man, and figure out. Let's get to the bottom of this shit, man. So look, let me share this real quick. Boom. Let's do that. And then let's do that. There we go. Warning. Graphic content is about to follow. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. This is what I've been looking for. Here we go.
No! Shame!
Here we go. See, this is the video. This is the video. Okay. Now, we got some raw sound on this video, man. And I definitely want to break down the video with the raw sound, man, because I want to tap in and to the environment and see what was actually said and what led up to this incident. So it says ICE agent opens fire on woman who tried to barrel down officer with car. DHS says. That's according to the New York Post.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my f***ing God! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wow, that is
Dramatic
that is unbelievable, man. Damn, that shit's chilling. That shit is chilling. You hear the woman screaming in the background, and it seems like she had a premonition that something bad was about to happen. Again, we still don't know what caused this whole incident. I mean, there was a whole protest going on, it looked like, when they pulled up. So maybe ICE had been patrolling the neighborhood and the people were fed up. I mean, it was a big ass protest going on right in the middle of this whole shit. And then this incident happened. So there's just a lot of things that need to be uncovered and like vetted out. And we need to get some answers, man, as far as why ICE was there in the first place. Why are these two cars parked in the middle of the street? Okay, so I can hear one of the ICE agents saying, "Get out of the fucking car." That's what I hear as he's approaching her vehicle. So that looks like the one that hopped out the driver's side, who's actually approaching her driver's side vehicle. Okay, get out of the car. Get out of the effing car. That's what I heard. Let me run that back one more time. See it. Let me know in the comments if that's what y'all heard.
No!
Okay, get out of the fucking car. That's clearly, I can clearly hear that. Let me see.
No! No!
Okay, so he's saying get out of the fucking car. So I'm actually uncertain on, the ICE agents and authority, and if the driver has to actually obey, because the driver was an American citizen. And so I'm sure that, the rules are probably different for an illegal immigrant. I mean, they would probably have to present some form of documentation or some form of, who they are to these authorities, right? But this is an American citizen. And so there is also another car that's in the middle of the street that's parked next to this car that they didn't approach. And so, I mean, I'm just curious as to why they jumped out and honed in on her vehicle, right? Because I've heard some rumors and some reports that, okay, maybe, she was an agitator, she was a protester, she was responsible for letting people know, that ICE was in the neighborhood. And if that's the case and they ran directly to her vehicle, that seems like a form of targeting to me. So was she targeted in this incident? That's one question that I have and that I think remains unanswered. What was ICE really doing on the scene, right? What is ICE doing out here in the ICE shooting at this woman? Like, what was the call? I mean, it seems like it was a protest going on. I don't think ICE would be called to quell down a protest. I think local authorities would be able to handle that. I would hope so, or are we all fucked? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of questions like that just come to my mind. As you can see here in the video, at this point, it seems like the agent has already drawn his weapon. Okay, so you can kind of see him pull the weapon out of the holster as agent number one here looks like he's trying to unlock the driver's side door from the inside. And as he's doing that, the driver begins going forward in the direction of the officer, it seems. But if you look at the tires, I mean, their tires are turned to the right. So it looks like she's just trying to get out of there. I mean, and so, but they did give her the command to, get out of the fucking car. but I just don't know the authority as far as ICE agents, American citizens. Is it something that you have to obey? So if you know that in the comments, let me know, because I've heard a couple of different things on that, and I'm actually not sure on that, but they did give her the command to get out of the fucking car a few times. Now these are ICE agents. I don't see any badges. I mean, the car that they jumped out of it doesn't look like an official authority enforcement type of vehicle. So these are all questions as well. Did she know that they were authorities? Did she know they were ICE agents? I mean, there's a whole protest going on. And so, again, those are reasonable questions that I think reasonable people would ask, right? Or let me know if I'm full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm full of shit in the comments too, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, please feel free to hate on. Read the bottom of the motherfucking ticker, man. Please feel free to hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
No! No! Shame! Shame!
And as you can see, that's when the shots fire. She is attempting to pull away from these ICE officers, who it doesn't seem like they're in a enforcement vehicle. It doesn't seem like they are in enforcement attire. It doesn't seem like, I don't see any badges or any type of police insignia on logos on their uniforms. So still a lot of unanswered questions in this situation, man. But the first officer does approach the vehicle, puts his hands on the vehicle and inside the vehicle, attempting to open the door at that time. So it looks like the other ICE agent does come from this angle. It looks like he was in front of the car, but he moved out of the way when he saw her reversing. What it looks like to me. So as she's reversing, it seems that he's moving out of the way.
No!
So yeah, she's in full reverse mode, and if you can see, there's like a little figure. It's a little blurry, but it's the ICE agent that's in front of the car, and he is actually, let me pull it up a little bit more. He is, as she's reversing the vehicle, he is getting out of the way of the vehicle, and so again, there's questions there. There's questions there for me, right? Damn, drop my motherfucking lighter, man. Get the likes up, man. Shit. Hey, there's questions for me, right? As she's reversing the vehicle, the officer is actually getting out of the way of the vehicle. Now, is it his responsibility to get completely out of the way of the vehicle, or is he supposed to stand there and stop the vehicle from attempting to flee, I suppose? Is that what they're trained? Is that what the training is? If someone's in a vehicle, you try to stop the vehicle with your body? I don't know. I'm not a cop, so I don't know none of this shit. This is why I'm reaching out to the people, man. If any law enforcement officers that want to tap in, put it in the comments, man. Let me know. But it just seems, there's just a lot of unanswered questions for me, and I'm just trying to illustrate that to y'all right now, man. But it seems like to me that as she's reversing the vehicle, you can see there's a blurry figure right in this area, and you'll see it move over here out of the way of the vehicle, it seems like to me. Right there. So as she's reversing the vehicle, the officer steps, it appears that he's stepping away from the vehicle, or at least out of the direct range of the vehicle, right? Still a little bit kind of at the corner of it, but I mean, he did, as she was reversing, he did make a conscious effort to get out of the way. And so, I think that's, that could be something that's important down the line. Get the likes up, get the comments up, get the cash apps up. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man.
No! Shit!
Yeah, so he draws his weapon as she begins to move forward, but he hasn't fired yet. And so this is the position that the vehicle is in before he fires, and it seems to me like her tires are, at least she's attempting to get out of the way. Now, I mean, I'm still unclear if she's trying to hit him or not. It didn't really appear that was the case initially, but maybe something will change here. Let me see. Okay, so first shot's fired as she starts going forward. And it seemed, again, as she was trying to avoid the officer, it didn't seem like she was trying to strike the officer with the vehicle, in my opinion. I mean, y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, man, or let me know in the comments if, because again, this is, I spoke with an officer on another platform, Just Say No to Scope. Shout out to my boy Scope, man. You know what I'm saying? He do dope content. Always let us get up there and you know what I'm saying, do our 1-2. But I talked to an officer on my boy Scope show, and he was saying that, the officer definitely, if he's in fear for his life, if he thinks he's going to be struck by that vehicle, that he would have the right to use, the necessary force to stop that from happening. And so, again, it just brings more questions to me. Like, was this the necessary force for this specific situation? Was that the only tactic that could have been used to mitigate this situation? So that's something that the Minneapolis, actually, well, not even Minneapolis police, but that's something that the ICE federal agents is gonna have to answer, man. You know what I'm saying? But it seems to me, again, like, as I look at this video, it seems to me that the agent was getting out of the way as she was reversing, and then also, so she's reversing right now. As soon as he approaches the vehicle, she starts reversing. There's an agent that was already in front of the car. Now, was he checking on this other vehicle over here? Because there is a whole nother fucking vehicle sitting right here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, put in the comments of, y'all know, like, why this whole other vehicle is sitting right here, and that nobody, you know what I mean, it didn't get any attention from ICE. They went straight to her vehicle. So, again, I mean, I don't know. But you can clearly see the ICE agent that was in front of the car trying to, he's getting out of the way of the vehicle as she's reversing. And at some point here, he draws his weapon. Oh, no! Right now. So as she's moving a little forward, he begins to draw his weapon. Her tires actually aren't turned here, though, so but he still hasn't drawn his weapon fully. Let's see if we can frame it again here. Oh, okay, shit! Weapon was drawn. Shit, I done fucked it up. Get the likes up. I was trying to frame by frame this shit. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, shit! There we go. Okay, so there's your first shot fire right there. Now the vehicle. Oh, shit! She's actually still turning the vehicle, it looks like to me. But that's kind of where your shots fire, like right in that area. Oh, no! As the lady that's, I guess, filming the video is screaming out no. I think she notices the officer in the front drawing his weapon. No! Yeah, so he draws the weapon, and she is, it looks like she's turning to try to get out of that situation. Let me see if I can frame it one more time. Shit! Okay, there we go. So as she's moving forward, as she's beginning her turn away from the scene, the officer starts to fire. And so that's when the first shot happens. As she's turning the vehicle away, this is where the first shot's fired. And her tires are going away from the officer. He's already kind of walked away from the front of the vehicle, positioned himself to the front corner of the vehicle. Yeah. So, I mean, again, it's really simultaneous. I mean, he pretty much draws the weapon as soon as she begins to reverse. And so again, we've already kind of covered this, but I'm just trying to illustrate the questions that I have in this situation, right?
No! Shame!
First shot, he's out of the way. Second shot, he's definitely out of the way. So that was a part of my second line of questioning to the officer that I spoke with tonight. Salute to him, man. D. Jones, man. Salute to you, bro. But that was a part of the question that I had, which was after the initial shot, let's say, okay, he had the right to shoot. After the initial shot, and it appears that the vehicle is not a threat to harm you anymore, are you justified in continuing to shoot? And so, again, there's a lot of unanswered questions here. I'm trying to find a legal expert that I could tap in with and bring on the show and, you know, get kind of a legal perspective on this.
Shame! Oh my God!
But as you can see,
What the
it turns into a chaos scene. She crashes up here.
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire on a woman in Minneapolis, who DHS says attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer.
Wow. Did you guys see that? Here, let me rewind this video a little bit. Look inside of the car here.
Into the path of an officer.
Look inside of the vehicle.
As multiple barrel her SUV.
Let's look inside of the vehicle. Look at
who
that.
DHS said.
Look inside of the vehicle. So, was there something that the officer saw inside the vehicle that made him want to pull his weapon and pull his piece out? I mean, got a teddy bear here. Looks like, you know, just a normal inside of somebody's car. But as you can see, the airbag. That's what caught my attention. The airbag right here is soaked in blood, drenched in blood. That's what brings it to reality. You know what I'm saying? That's what really makes this shit hit home. A woman lost her life today at the hands of the ICE agents. Let me know in the comments if y'all think the situation could have been handled better, man.
Has attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. As multiple angles of the incident have emerged and gone viral across the internet, users are left divided on whether or not the agent's actions were reckless or in self-defense.
So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this second angle real quick. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Get the likes up. Definitely support the platform, support the channel, man. Let's take a look at it from this angle a little bit.
Urged and gone viral across the internet, users are left.
So here on this top angle,
divided on what
see the vehicle they hopped out of, and here's the vehicle that was parked next to the lady that was deceased.
Whether or not the agents.
Now, it appears that, like I said, the officer was at the right, you know, the top corner of the video. Is the car touching him in any way? I mean, it is pretty close. But it seems like he did get out of the way, and it seems like, again, she's trying to get out of the way. It didn't appear to me that he's trying to hit her. Now, here's kind of where he is drawing his weapon already. So, let me see.
Users are left divided on
okay, so look, he's stepping back. He's getting out of the way. His weapon's drawn.
Actions were reckless
He's firing.
or in self-defense. In the footage, ICE officers ordered the driver out of the vehicle after she blocked the path of their truck. But as one of the
so she blocked the path of their truck, and then they hopped out. Okay. So what were they in the area for in the first place?
Agents attempts to open the door, she quickly throws the car into reverse before trying to speed forward in the direction of another agent in her path. After the vehicle narrowly misses the agent, he fires 3 shots before the car crashes into a white sedan parked nearby on the side of the street. Hundreds of protesters have gathered at the scene, which the city of Minneapolis has identified as the intersection of East 34th Street and Portland Avenue.
This is f***ing ridiculous. You don't protect.
So, I mean, the people on the scene, whether they're protesters or neighbors, I don't know, but they are pissed off about this. They don't feel like this was justified at all. As you heard this man say, he's pretty pissed off, and I don't think he feels like this was justified.
This is fucking ridiculous. You don't protect people.
In the wake of the viral incident, Secretary of Homeland Security.
What he said was, "This is fucking ridiculous. You don't protect people." It doesn't sound like he's supporting that Kristi Noem narrative of this whole shit.
Kristi Noem described the officers' actions as defensive and called the incident an act of domestic terrorism during a press conference.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
Democratic Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, however, furiously denounced this narrative in a passionate press conference of his own.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
DHS assistant.
We tapped in with the mayor already, man. You know what I'm saying? We already know what the fuck the mayor talk about. We know how he feel about this whole shit, man. Yeah, it's a sad situation, man, in Minneapolis today. Prayers goes out to everybody, you know, that the protesters that was there that had to witness it, the lady that actually, you know, deceased, her family. And, you know, I just feel like this situation could have been handled better, man. This situation could have been handled a lot better. And, you know, we're going to see where this leads, man. We got protests all over the streets at this point. There was protests in multiple different cities. I could show y'all a video of that, man, but y'all get the gist of it. This shit is fucked up. Like, this shit is fucked up. And, you know, it's not really, it's still a lot of unanswered questions, man. Still a lot of unanswered questions as far as why the agents were there on the scene, why, you know, this transpired the way that it did. Did it have to go the way that it went? And to get some of those answers, man, we're going to tap in with somebody that really, really know what's going on, man. We're going to tap in with somebody who got their motherfucking ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna tap in with somebody who's been doing this shit probably longer than you've been breathing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, not me. Not me. You know what I mean? The motherfucker we gonna tap in with today, none other than Geraldo motherfucking Rivera. Let's go.
Daily Take with Geraldo Rivera, who joins us now. I'm sure you've seen at least the clip we've showed, if not the longer video, Geraldo. So pick up with your own thoughts today.
Well, you know, I believe that one word that's been missing here is reasonable. Would a reasonable person in the situation that officer was in fear that his life was in danger, so much so that he had to use deadly force to mitigate the threat? I can't see, I'm with Niall on this, I cannot see for a minute any kind of reasonable justification. There is blood in the snow in Minneapolis of a 37-year-old innocent white woman driving an SUV, shot dead in the streets of Minneapolis by masked ICE agents. Where the hell do you spin that set of facts into an act of domestic terrorism? By using...
Hey, Geraldo, listen. Geraldo been in the game a long motherfucking time, man. And I was looking for clips for this video. And, you know what I'm saying? I found out Geraldo had a take, and we definitely had to tap in with this motherfucker, man. It was one point in time where Geraldo was running this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Running this whole sports entertainment, or not sports, but entertainment slash reality TV slash you know what I'm saying, shock jock, just trash TV. Period. He was the king of this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody threw a chair at his ass and broke his nose one day. So he done been in the thick of this whole shit. I'm just trying to tell you, man. He done been in the thick of this whole shit. And y'all hear what Geraldo talking about, man. I'm, in summary, like, this is some bullshit. I think that's basically what Geraldo is trying to say. And I'm going to go ahead and say it for him, bro. This is some bullshit. Get the lights up, man.
Those words, domestic terrorism, and attempting to brand this situation with that label.
Yeah, Christy Nome, you on some bullshit too, bro. You on some bullshit too. Me and Geraldo on the same page on this shit, man. You on some bullshit, man. You talking about some terrorism? Terrorism? If you think that was terrorism, bitch, you don't know what terrorism is, and I actually don't think you deserve that job. It is what it is, man.
Of domestic terrorism. By using those words, domestic terrorism, and attempting to brand this situation with that label, you are making an obscenity of the reason you need deadly force. It is.
Geraldo feels like if you calling this terrorism, right? If you calling this terrorism, you are making an obscenity of the use of deadly force. Shit, I don't think I even could have said it better, bro. And that's a fact. Get the likes up. Get the comments up. TikTok MAGA Warriors, I'm ready for you motherfuckers. Let's go.
Absolutely, without, you can't, don't have to be an expert. You look at the video, you see what happened. This was outrageous, Connell. This was something that I think
the president's basic argument, I know what Noam said, like you said, the president's basic argument is the woman was driving, was disorderly, obstructing and resisting. Okay, so that first part of it, Geraldo, in terms of resisting, you would say, well, they did approach the car. There was some resistance to put the car in reverse. But then this next part, he says, and then then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer. So that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree. You know, she was doing a little resisting. You know what I'm saying? But did her resisting the ICE agent's request deserve her being shot in the head on an icy road in Minnesota, man? That's gonna be the ultimate question. That's gonna be the ultimate question.
That's where you're taking issue, I suppose.
But that's just not true. You could be in the 3rd grade and look at the video and ask yourself, is the situation the president in his Truth Social post is describing real? Is that reality? Or is the reality rather that this woman, for whatever reason, maybe she got involved, maybe there's video that shows that she was acting in a disorderly fashion? I don't know. I didn't see anything
we don't even know her
like
name.
that.
Yeah, man. I think y'all understand what the hell Geraldo talking about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to motherfucker Geraldo. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it was tough to watch. You know what I mean? And it was a definitely an incident. I think that didn't have to happen. I think it could have been handled better. And when you have these ICE agents out here running around doing God knows what, when you have National Guard troops, posted up in cities. It was a couple months ago. It was a story about a National Guard member losing his life. I believe it was in D.C., being shot. These are things, man, that like I said in the beginning of this show, right? If the local authorities are calling for National Guard troops or ICE agents to come and assist in whatever efforts, I mean, I don't have no problem with it in that instance, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the decision that that town and that community and that city and county is making, that they need that assistance, who am I to fucking argue with that? You know what I mean? But it's the attempted heavy-handed enforcement by the Trump administration that I have a serious problem with. And it's the spin that I have a serious fucking problem with. And it's the using this enforcement to scare and intimidate black and brown communities. That's the shit I have a problem with. And that's why I created this platform, because I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to be right here talking shit, getting this shit popping, doing my 1-2. And we're going to be breaking down these issues, man. I'm going to put these videos in front of y'all, and we're going to try to get to the bottom of some of the things that's dividing this country, hopefully. Judging by my TikTok comments, that's going to be a harder slug and a harder road to drive on than I might have anticipated. But we here now. And so get used to seeing me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to definitely be bringing y'all all this content. I got a lot more stuff in store for y'all. We're not always going to go heavy politics, but, I have a passion for this politics, man. And so, that's definitely a place where we're gonna spend a good amount of time. But, I thank y'all for rocking with me tonight, man. Definitely a crazy day. You know what I mean? A crazy day. We're going to definitely, stay on top of this story along with some of the other stories that we covered today. But this one especially, man, because I don't think this one's going anywhere. You know what I mean? We got protests in multiple cities, New York, LA, Orlando, I've seen was protesting. Shout out to everybody that's out there making their voice heard. Let me know in the comments if your city got protests as well, man. And man, we just gonna keep trying to bring you this good content. Let me know as well in the comments what other stories y'all want me to cover. There's other stories out there that y'all want to get some light shed on, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all for standing up with me, man. I'm out here, in California, burning this midnight oil, trying to get y'all this good content, you know what I'm saying? So I'd appreciate it if y'all subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Like the videos, share the videos, and, stay tapped in, man. And I'm going to stay tapped in with you, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, shit, I'm finna get the fuck out of here, man. Smoke out. Take my ass to bed. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Tired than a motherfucker. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me.
I got no time for that limelight. I'm from California, man, I guess we'll start with that. Banged out starter caps, glued to the cul-de-sac, looking like an artifact, trying to get their money back. Yellow jackets coming, mama about to have a heart attack. Southeast San Diego, we was at the heart of that. You moved about the hood, my nigga, you ain't want no part of that. Move to work and let the money drip the laundry mat. I pray to God the homie get his little daughter back. So many problems and it's not even a part of rap. So many suckers and they hating and they copycat. And life is bigger than these bitches that you hollered at. And if you bleed it out, I better get $3 back. And all I'm giving is the facts. Pay attention to the stats and never making mention of the jacks. Gotta keep the money stacked, work your way through the traps. Money motivated to the max. Money on my mind, got my money in my mind, right? Money